umpires line up behind the gate. From the one out, we got BJC. I've been lucky. Mr. Mahar or Mr. Haig. Matthew Down, Steve Mason. Moon Landing with Stephen Mahar, and the Eagle with Gilberto. Opening quarter in 31-1. Moon Landing takes them past the half in 102 flat. Moon Landing past the 3/4 in 134 and 2. 132 and 4. These I want to mark. 2:02 and 1. Time for the mile. Won't let me down. 3-year-old Steve Mason. 3-year-old Widmere Ultimate. Gilberto. Come Back Nightly with Scott Hubbard. Opening quarter in 31. Half 101 and 1. Widmere Ultimate with Gilberto past the half. Three quarters, 131 and 3. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 3.
Smart Little Art takes him by the opening quarter in 32 seconds flat. Smart Little Art by the half, 103 and 2. Three quarters and 135 flat. Smart Little Art and Magnetic Banka. Smart Little Art, time of the qualifier, 2:05 and 2. Horses line up behind the gate for race number 1, reduced field of 7. The scratches of Impichard and Electric Rock. We have 1, Cookie Larry Goes. 2, Twilight Charm. 3, Nordic Fever. 4, Last Wind Down. 5, Clover Hills Dot. 6, Billy and Bud. Trailing 9 is Crowley Creek. 7 starters, showtime. They're off and pacing quickly from the middle of the track. Nordic Fever goes for the lead. Racing with him on the inside is Twilight Charm as they race around the first turn. Nordic Fever now 3 wide, assumes the top. In between horses is Twilight Charm. Racing along in third is Cookie Larry Goes as they make their way down the backstretch onto the opening quarter, and Nordic Fever shows the way. Racing in the second is Twilight Charm. Cookie Larry Goes looks at it third. Crowley Creek races along in fourth. The last one down is fifth. Then Billy and Bud and your trailer as they go by the opening quarter is Clover Hills Dot. They're by the opening quarter in 30 and 2. They race into the top turn now, travel over to 3/8. Still Nordic Fever cuts the mile. Racing a second is Twilight Charm. Cookie Larry Goes is a third. Crowley Creek's a racing fourth. Then the last one down, Billy and Bud. Moving from the tail end is Clover Hills Dot as they make their way off the 3/8 down the stretch. They race towards the opening half. And Steve Mahar and Nordic Fever show the way. Twilight Charms are racing second. Cookie Larry Goes is third. Crowley Creek up fourth on the outside. Clover Hills Dot follows cover fifth, and the last one down, and Billy and Bud. They're by the half in 101 flat, and around the turn they make their way to the 5/8. Still Nordic Fever shows the way. Twilight Charm is racing second. First over, third on the outside is Crowley Creek. Cookie Larry Goes fourth at the inside. Outside fifth is Clover Hills Dot. Then last one down, Billy and Bud trails, but's on the move on the outside as they race towards 3/4. We get 4 on the inside, 3 on the outside. They're by 3/4, 132 flat. Into the top turn they go. Nordic Fever's on the inside. On the outside, Crowley Creek is racing second. Twilight Charm nailed in there third. Looking out the 3 wide now, that's Clover Hills Dot as they make their their way off the 7/8 and down the stretch. Say, come on home, it's Nordic Fever. Here comes Twilight Charm out from second. Corrali Creek is third. Cookie Larry goes, shakes loose. Down the stretch now it's Nordic Fever and Twilight Charm. They're neck and neck. Twilight Charm to win it. Nordic Fever second. Cookie Larry goes for third. Time of the mile. 2:03. Heading back to Victory Lane, your winner of race number 1 is horse number 2, Twilight Charm. Bay Gelding 10 by Gypsy's Hellion out of the Totally Ruthless mare, Diona Sealster. Home of the Downey Racing Stables of St. John, trained and driven by Mike Downey. Twilight Charm picks up her first winning trip of 2011. Pacing this afternoon in 2:03. Number 2, Twilight Charm and Mike Downey. 9 starters line up behind the gate for race number 2. How Max Tempo, barred from wagering. We have 1, March Past. 2, Mushy Mushy B. 3, Miss Paula D. 4, How Max Tempo. 5, Turn the Rig Around. 6, Step Right Up. 7, Luker's Luck. Outside 8's Nick Down. 1 trailer 9 is Real by Emma. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Miss Paula D goes for the lead. In between horses is How Max Up Tempo. And on the outside of them is Step Right Up as they make their way around the first turn. Miss Paula D shows the way. Racing second, How Max Up Tempo. Step Right Up is third on the outside. Luker's Luck gets away in fourth. Then Mushy Mushy B is fifth up on the outside. Turn the Rig Around to sixth. Then March Past, Nick Down. Your trailers Real by Emma as they make their way on to the opening quarter. Your leader up front is still Miss Paula D. Racing a second, How Max Up Tempo. They're by the opening quarter in 30 and 4. Luker's Luck comes to third. Settling in now fourth is a Step Right Up as they make their way around the top turn and race over towards the 3/8. Your leader is Miss Paula D. How Max Up Tempo's racing a second. Luker's Luck racing along in third. As they make their way down the stretch in front of the stand for the first time. Away fourth is Step Right Up. Now on the outside, picking up covers Mushy Mushy B as they were by the half in 1:01 and 4, and they race around the turn now and go to the 5/8. It's Miss Paula D. Racing second on the outside is Luker's Luck. Racing along third on the inside is How Max Up Tempo. Fourth on the outside with cover is Mushy Mushy B. Then it's Step Right Up. Real by Emma. Turn the Rig Around, Nick Down. And trailing is March Past as they make their way down the back stretch onto the 3/4. It's Miss Paula D. Mushy Mushy B now racing up second on the outside. Racing along in third is Luker's Luck. 1:32 and 1 by the 3/4 and into the final turn they go. It's Miss Paula D. Mushy Mushy B is racing a second. Luker's Luck now back out from third. Step Right Up is fourth. Real by Emma's fifth as they make their way off the top turn and down the stretch. They drive on home. Miss Paula D's got them by about 5. On the outside, Luker's Luck comes to second. Step Right Up on the far outside, and on the inside of them is Mushy Mushy B, but this one's all Miss Paula D to win it. In for second, looks like Step Right Up. Luker's Luck for third. Time for the mile. 2:02 and 2. Heading back to the winner's circle now. The winner of race number 2 is number 3, Miss Paula D. Bay Philly 3 by Yankee Leader out of the Bowman's Dream mare. Camille Bess, owned by Charlie Ross of St. John, trained by Andrew Ward. Scott Hubbard does the driving. Miss Paula D. picks up her first lifetime win. Breaks her maiden, winning this afternoon in 2:02 and 2. Number 3, Miss Paula D. and Scott Hubbard. Starters for race 3 line up behind the gate. We have 1, Emily Putnam. 2, Color Me Gone. 3, Lucky Alberta. 4, Bella the Band. 5, He's a Gunslinger. 6, House of Stars. 7, Skill Factor. Outside 8's Connolly CC, and here they come. They're off and they're 4 wide, getting out of there on the far outside. He's a Gunslinger. In between horses, Belle the Band, Lucky Alberta, and down on the inside is Emily Putnam. As they rake their way around the first turn, Emily Putnam's on the inside. He's a Gunslinger, parked 2 on the outside. Racing along in the third is Lucky Alberta. Belle the Band gets away 4th, then Color Me Gone. House of Stars is racing 6th, then Skill Factor. And your trailer as they make their way to the opening quarter is Connolly CC. At the early battle goes to Emily Putnam and Gord Hennessy. He's the one that'll take them by the opening quarter in 31 seconds flat. Racing a second, getting the pocket trip now is He's a Gunslinger. Lucky Alberta looks at things from third. Bell the Band got away fourth. Then Color Me Gone. Here comes a Skill Factor up fifth on the outside, and following his cover is Connolly CC. As the field makes her way off the 3/8 in front of us for the first time. Year leader up front is Emily Putnam. She leads by about 3. He's a Gunslinger's a racing second. Up third on the outside comes Bell the Band. Lucky Alberta fourth on the inside. Following cover is Skill Factor. Then Color Me Gone, Connolly CC. House of Stars trails her by the half in 101 and 3 as they make their way around the turn to revel over now to the 5/8. Year leader is Emily Putnam. She's got them by about 4. Racing second, He's a Gunslinger in the backfield. He is well in motion as they make their way down the back stretch. Next stop is the 3/4 and Emily Putnam. She has them by 4. In between horses now is Bell the Band, and on the outside Skill Factor second. Bell the Band is third. 133 flat by the 3/4, and they make their way around the top turn. Emily Putnam is still there. She gets a little weary on the front as Skill Factor comes calling on the outside. Bell the Band is racing third, and here comes Lucky Alberta out from fourth as they make their way down the stretch. They come on home. It's Emily Putnam on the inside. Skill Factor's up on the outside. Bell the Band and Lucky Alberta right down to the wire. They're closing up, but it's going to be Emily Putnam holding on to win it. Skill Factor for second, tight for third, time for the mile. 2:04 and 2. Rating back to the winner's circle now. Your winner of race number 3, it's number 1, Emily Putnam. Brown Mare 4 by Cookie Doughboy out of the Capital City Mare, Emily Posttime. She's owned and trained by Mel Land of Hopewell Cape. Driven to victory today by Gord Hennessy. Emily Putnam picks up her first win of 2011 this afternoon in 2:04 and 2. Number 1, Emily Putnam and Gord Hennessy. Last call at the windows. A field of 6 lines up behind the gate for race number 4. We have 1, Tim John. 2, Forever Finesse. 3, Cacafella. 4, Thomasville Bodine. 5, Valid Appeal. On the outside, 6 is EJ's Quest. Compact, field of 6. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Cacafella goes for the early lead. Tim John goes with him on the outside, and on the inside, and on the outside of him goes Thomasville Bodine. As they make their way around the first turn, it's Cacafella on the inside. Thomasville Bodine up second on the outside. Tim John looks at it from third. Forever Finesse is a fourth. Then Valid Appeal and your trailer as they make their way on by onto the opening quarter. He is EJ's Quest. Now Thomasville Bodine assumes the top on the outside. Cacafella follows along in second. Tim John gets away at third. Opening quarter paced in 30 seconds flat as they race into the top turn. It's Thomasville Bodine. Racing a second is Cacafella. Tim John is racing third. Forever Finesse looks to the outside now from fourth. Then Valid Appeal. And trailing but out and on the move is EJ's Quest from the back as they make their way off the 3/8. Down the stretch, they run of us in for the first time. At Thomasville Bodine shows the way. Cacafella is racing a second. Forever Finesse now up third on the outside. Tim John is a fourth. Valid Appeal picks up cover fifth and racing sixth with cover on the outside. EJ's Quest, they're by the half, and 59 and 4. They race around the lower turn, make their way over the 5/8 now. Thomasville Bodine's on the inside. Up on the outside comes Forever Finesse now. The two are neck and neck. Racing third is Cacafella. Valid Appeal fourth on the outside. Tim John is fifth, and EJ's Quest trails the field. They're all through almost to the 3/4 pole now on the outside. Forever Finesse is on top, but not clear. 129 and 3. by the 3/4 now. Forever Finesse clears to the front. Thomasville Bodine racing second. Cacafella third. Valdapil tips out 3 wide fourth. Then Tim John. EJ's Quest trails the field down the stretch with less than an eighth of a mile to go. It's Forever Finesse. Thomasville Bodine now back up on the outside again. And Cacafella. Thomasville Bodine now neck and neck with Forever Finesse. At the wire, it's going to be Forever Finesse to hold on to it. Thomasville Bodine for second. Tight for third. Time for the mile. 2 minutes and 2/5. Heading back to the winner's circle now is the winner of race number 4, number 2, Forever Finesse. Bay Horse 5 by Western Paradise out of the Short Patrol mare on Patrol Finesse. Owned by the Downey Racing Stables of St. John, trained and driven by Mike Downey. Forever Finesse picks up win number 2 on the year. This afternoon, 2 minutes and 2/5. It's win number 2 on the afternoon for Mike Downey. Number 2, Forever Finesse. 2 minutes and 2/5. Field of 6 lines up behind the gate for race number 5. We have Kemco Winnett with Chris Davies. 2 is A Work of Art. 3, I Wish I Wish. 4, Wild Cherry. 5, Western Hope. On the outside, number 7's Lenore, and here they come. They're off and pacing neck and neck on the inside. Kemco Winnett. I Wish is on the outside, and getting away third is A Work of Art as they race their way around the first turn. Kemco Winnett wins the early battle, cuts the race now. Getting away a second is I Wish. A Work of Art looks at it third. Wild Cherries are racing fourth. Then Western Hope and Lenore. She's your trailer as they make their way down the backstretch on for the opening quarter. And Kemco Winnett and Chris Davies have set up shop on the front. I Wish looks at it from second. Opening quarter paced in 29 and 4. A Work of Art is racing at third. Wild Cherry looks at it fourth. Then Western Hope. Lenore trails the field as they make their way around the top turn. Race over towards the 3/8 now down the stretch. They straighten out and canvas for the first time. Positions remain unchanged with Kemco Winnett still there, still up front. I Wish is racing second. A Work of Art is a third. Wild Cherry racing fourth, and Western Hope. Lenore trails as they're by the half and 59 and 3. They make their way into the lower turn now, travel over to the 5/8. It's Kemco Winnett and I Wish now out from fourth. There's movement as Wild Cherry comes on to third. A Work of Art is racing fourth. Then Western Hope and Lenore still your trailer as they straighten away down the backstretch. Next stop is the 3/4 Kemco Winnett. Still there, I Wish racing second. Wild Cherry a third on the outside, racing in fourth. That's A Work of Art and Kemco Winnett took them by 3/4, 1:30 and 1. They race into the top turn. I Wish racing second. Wild Cherry is third on the outside. And fighting back now on the inside, A Work of Art comes to third. Then Western Hope. Lenore still trails. They make their way down the stretch for home as Kemco Winnett. I Wish now out from a second. They're tightening up as they come to the wire. On the outside, Wild Cherry's third. Down to the wire, they're neck and neck. Kemco Winnett, but on the outside, I Wish to Winnett. Finishing second, Kemco Winnett, tight for third. The time for the mile, 2:01 and 1. Heading back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 5 is number 3, I Wish. Brown mare 5 by Drop Off out of the No Nukes mare CR Blaze of Glory, owned by Patricia Tricarton of St. John, trained by Peter Tricarton, Lonnie Stokes, in the sulky for the driving victory. I Wish picks up her first winning trip of 2011. This afternoon, 2:01 and 1. Number 3, I Wish and Lonnie Stokes. Real by Emma is ready at test. Field of 6 condition pacers will line up behind the gate with 1 Slim and Sleek, 2 Woodmare Quick Peak, 3 Freedom Isn't Free, 4 Hustler Hall, 5 Modern Will, 6 is Van Esteem. Here they come. They're off, and Woodmere Quick Peak quickly takes him out of there. Slim and Sleek goes with him on the inside as they make their way around the first turn. Woodmere Quick Peak to the front. Racing along in second is Slim and Sleek. Up on the outside now and racing third is Hustler Hall. Freedom Isn't Free is fourth on the inside. Then Modern Will and Van Esteem trails the field as the field makes their way on to the opening quarter. Seating arrangements are all complete, and Woodmere Quick Peak shows the way as they race on by the opening quarter with Slim and Sleek racing second. Opening quarter is paced in 30-1 as they make their way into the top turn. Travel over now towards the 3/8, so Woodmere Quick Peak shows the way. Slim and Sleek is a racing second. Freedom Isn't Free follows along in third. Racing fourth is Hustler Hall, then Modern Will. From the back of the pack, here comes Van Esteem. He's out and on the move as the field makes their way off the 3/8. Down the stretch in front of us for the first time, it's Woodmere Quick Peak. Slim and Sleek is racing second. Hustler Hall up third on the outside. Following his cover is Van Esteem racing fourth. Then Freedom Isn't Free. And Modern Will trails, but he's out and on the move there by the half in a minute. And 3/5 as they make their way around the lower turn towards the 5/8 now. Still Woodmere Quick Peak shows the way. Hustler Hall is racing a second on the outside. Slim and Sleek looks at it third. Van Esteem with the cover fourth on the outside. Then Freedom Isn't Free and Modern Will trails the field, but they're all in it a bunch group as they make their way onto the 3/4. Still Woodmere Quick Peak's on the inside, on the outside. He is Hustler Hall 3/4. 1:30-2, and they make their way around the top turn. Woodmere Quick Peak is still there, showing the way. On the outside, Hustler Hall presses the issue, racing second. Locked in third along the rail is Slim and Sleek, outside fourth. And Esteem, they make their way down the stretch. They come on home. It's Woodmere Quick Peak. On the outside, he is Hustler Hall. In between horses comes Slim and Sleek. But now to the front comes Hustler Hall. At the wire, it's going to be Hustler Hall to win it. Then Slim and Sleek looks like Woodmere Quick Peak. Time for the mile. 2 minutes and 4/5. Heading back to the winner's circle now, your winner of race number 6 is number 4, Hustler Hall. Big gelding 7 by Blissful Hall to the Jate LaBelle mare Molly Chico. Owned by Paul Sewell of Rosedale. Trained by Gary Wright, Mark Haig in the driver's seat. Hustler Hall picks up his third winning trip of 2011. Pacing this afternoon in 2 minutes and 4/5. Number 4, Hustler Hall and Mark Haig. Full field of 9 lines up behind the gate. We have 1 KG Duke, 2 Let's Tango Lavros, 3 All-American Dazzle, 4 Escape the Night, 5 Noble Senator, 6 Power Pro, 7 Dusty Lane Oscar, outside 8 Found Wanting, 1 Trailer 9 KG West Escape, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Escape the Night quickly takes him out of there. On the outside of him is Noble Senator. KG Duke gets away third as they make their way around the first turn. On the outside now, Noble Senator goes forward and takes the early lead. Escape the Night gets away in the second. KG Duke looks at it third. All-American Dazzle is racing a fourth. Then racing a fifth along the inside is KG West Escape. Power Pro parked on the outside. Then Let's Tango Lavros, Dusty Lane Oscar, and your trailer is Found Wanting as they make their way by the opening quarter in 31 seconds flattened. And Noble Senator takes him into the top turn. Racing along this second is Escape the Night. Third is KG Duke. Power Pro working up now fourth on the outside. All-American Dazzle looks at it fifth. Pacers come off the 3/8 and down the stretch in front of us for the first time, being led up front by Noble Senator. Racing second is Escape the Night. Power Pro now up third on the outside. KG Duke fourth on the inside. Let's Tango Lavros picks up cover fifth on the outside. Then All-American Dazzle, Dusty Lane Oscar's out and on the move. KG West Escape and Found Wanting. They're by the half in 102-2 and round the turn. They make their way over now to the 5/8. Still Noble Senator showing the way. Power Pro inching up second on the outside. Inside is Escape the Night now and tipping wide. There goes Let's Tango Lavros now up through on the outside, coming to second. as the field makes their way on by the three-quarter pole. On the inside is Noble Senator. 133 and 3 on the outside is Let's Tango Lavros. Looking for room is Escape the Night. And they start to bunch up as they're halfway around the top turn, and now showing a nose in front. On the outside is Let's Tango Lavros. Noble Senator second on the inside. Dusty Lane Oscar's tipping out way wide. In between them is Escape the Night. Down the stretch in between them, Escape the Night. Dusty Lane Oscar on the outside. Escape the Night to win it. Looks like Let's Tango Lavros held on for second. Dusty Lane Oscar third. Time for the mile. 2:03 and 3. Parading back to the winner's circle now, your winner of race number 7. It's horse number 4, Escape the Night. Bay Ridgeling, 10 years by Art Escape, but of the Sun Sam Mare, Calling All Angels. Owned and trained by Ron Chamberlain, Equispam Sis, Gord Hennessy in the driver's seat. Let's Escape the Night, picking up first win of 2011, pacing this afternoon in 2:03 and 3. Reduced field of 6, line up behind the gate for race number 8. We have Magical Alex, 2 Eloquent Desire, 4 Victory George, 6 Provoke Me, 7 MG Girl. On the outside, 8 is Artistry. Here they come. They're off, and Magical Alex has the lead on the inside. Eloquent Desire in between horses, and MG Girl from the outside as they make their way around the first turn. It's a Magical Alex now on the inside. On the outside is MG Girl. Getting away third is Eloquent Desire, then Victory George. Provoke Me and your trailer is Artistry. As they make their way onto the opening quarter, Dale Spence and Magical Alex have set up shop on the front end. MG Girl gets away second. Eloquent Desire looks at it third. They're by the opening quarter, 29 and 4 with Magical Alex. MG Girl racing second, Eloquent Desire. It goes Victory George out from fourth, makes a move on the outside. Picking up the cover behind him is Provoke Me, and your trailer is Artistry. As the small compact field of 6 makes their way off the 3/8 down the stretch. In front of us for the first time, being led up front by Magical Alex. Victory George up second on the outside. Racing along in third is MG Girl. Provoke Me's fourth on the outside. Then Eloquent Desire, Artistry. There's 3 in, there's 3 out. They're by the half in a minute and a fifth and around the turn. Now they race over towards the 5/8. Still up front is Magical Alex on top of length. On the outside and pressing second is Victory George. MG Girl looks at it third. On the outside, Provoke Me looks good second over from fourth. Then Eloquent Desire and Artistry racing fifth, and down the back stretch they go, and on the outside Victory George shows a half a length in front. On the inside, Magical Alex, and tipping out wide now is Provoke Me. They're by 3/4, 131 flat. In into the top turn now, Victory George. Provoke Me is racing a strong second on the outside. MG Girl is third. Magical Alex goes to a break now as they come off the 7/8. And down the stretch they drive on home. It's Victory George. Provoke Me's on the outside. And MG Girl comes up on the far outside. And down on the inside, Eloquent Desire is closing up quickly, but on the outside, MG Girl at the wire. On the inside, Eloquent Desire was second. Tight for third. Looks like maybe Provoke Me. Time for the mile. 2:01 and 2. Hold the 7 horse on the turn, please. Hold the 7. A claim of foul has been launched by the driver of number 1, Magical Alex. Dale. Pacers line up for the featured event of the afternoon. Field of 7, 1 OB Viking, 2 Last Dance, 3 Perfect Trick, 4 Duplicator, 5 Casimir Groovy, 6 Full of Finesse. Outside 7 is Buster Blue Chip. Here they come. Clear off and Perfect Trick goes for the lead. Obi Viking goes with him, and on the far outside, Buster Blue Chip makes it 3 wide as they make their way around the first turn. In between horses, it's Perfect Trick, Buster Blue Chip. Second on the outside, Obi Viking looks at it third. Full of Finesse got away fourth as they make their way up the backstretch for the opening quarter. Now, Perfect Trick takes back and gives way to Buster Blue Chip, who's your leader as they go by the opening quarter. Perfect Trick is away second. They're by the opening quarter in 29-1 with Buster Blue Chip. Perfect Trick is racing second. Obi Viking looks at it third. Full of Finesse gets away fourth. Last Dance is fifth. Casimir Groovy now fifth or sixth on the outside. And your trailer as they make their way in front of us for the first time is Duplicator. Off that marker, they come down the stretch. It's Buster Blue Chip showing the way. Perfect Trick is racing second. Obi Viking looks at it third. Full of Finesse stays in at fourth. Casimir Groovy makes a move now fifth on the outside. Last Dance and your trailer is Duplicator. They're by the half in 59-4 as they make their way around the turn. Travel over now to the 5/8. Your leader is Buster Blue Chip. Perfect Trick racing in second. Obi Viking right there third. Full of Finesse is racing fourth. Casimir Groovy the outside fifth. On the inside, Last Dance, Duplicator. He'll make a move 3 wide, but still trails as they make their way on by the 3/4. Jill Barrio and Buster Blue Chip. 130 flat by the 3/4, and racing second is Perfect Trick, and now he's out from second now for the stretch drive. Racing third on the outside is Full of Finesse. Obi Viking locked in fourth along the rail. Pacers make their way off the 7/8. Down the stretch they drive on home. The classy veteran Perfect Trick in the middle of the racetrack grabs the top and starts pacing away. Buster Blue Chip racing second. Full of Finesse for third. It's out the wire. Perfect Trick in hand and in command. Finishing second, Buster Blue Chip. Tight for third. Looks like maybe Full of Finesse. Time for the mile. 1:59.3. Heading back to the winner's circle now. Winner of race number 9, number 3, Perfect Trick. A horse 11 by Cam's Magic Trick out of the Happy Escort mare, Fancy Escort. Owned and trained by Doug Beckwith of 2nd North River. Driven to victory today by Steve Mahar. Perfect Trick picks up his second winning trip of 2011, pacing this afternoon. 1:59.3. Number 3, Perfect Trick and Steve Mahar. Full field of 9 starters line up behind the gate for today's finale. We have 1 Armbro Comet, 2 Val Leader, 3 West Gem Princess, 4 Noel Sealster, 5 DG's Crosby, 6 Ryan's Fancy, 7 PH Catman. On the outside, 8's Men in Pink, 1 trailer 9, he's Trust Me Lee. Here they come. Clear off and Ryan's Fancy from the middle of the racetrack on the inside. Armbro Comet goes with him as they make their way around the first turn. On the inside is Armbro Comet. Ryan's Fancy second on the outside. Getting away third is a Val Leader. Now fourth up on the outside and settling in is a Man in Pink. Racing fifth is Noel Sealster, then Trust Me Lee, DG's Crosby. Out and on the move is West Gem Princess, and your trailer is PH Catman as the field makes her way on by the opening quarter, and Gordy Hennessy and Armbro Comet took them there in 30-3. Racing a second is Val Leader. In third, looking at it now up on the outside. Anyways, they make their way off the top turn. Race down in front of us for the first time. And your leader up front is Armbro Comet. Racing up second on the outside. He is a Man in Pink. Looking at it third is Val Leader. Up fourth on the outside, DG's Crosby. Then Ryan's Fancy, Trust Me Lee, Noel Sealster, West Gem Princess, and your trailers, PH Catman. They're by the half. 101 and 2, and around the turn they make their way over to the 5/8. Your leader up front is still Armbro Comet. Man in Pink presses the issue second on the outside. Val Leader is locked in third. No place to go right now for him. Second over, Perfect Toe, and fourth is DG's Crosby. Up behind him, following now, is Trust Me Lee, then Ryan's Fancy, Noel Sealster, West Gem Princess, and PH Catman. Field makes their way 3 wide by the 3/4, 132 and 1. And they make their way around the top turn. On the inside is Armbro Comet, but in between horses now, showing on top is Man in Pink. He went a long mile, but he survived. Now he shows on top by 2 lengths as they make the turn for home. It's Man in Pink. Armbro Comet on the outside. DG's Crosby and Val Leader shakes loose down the middle of the racetrack. They're tightening up as they come to the wire, but it's going to be at the wire. Man in Pink to win it. Armbro Comet second. Val Leader third. Time for the mile. 2:02 and 1. Big Gelding 7 by Cam Luck out of the Sun Sam Mare Cool Pink. Owned by Gordon White of Quispam Sis. Trained by Gordon White. Mark Haig in the sulky for the driving victory. Man in Pink picks up his first winning trip of 2011, pacing this afternoon, 2:02 and 1. That's number 8, Man in Pink, and Mark Haig. That concludes our harness racing card for this afternoon. Our next card comes your way next Sunday afternoon, post time at 1 o'clock. That's next Sunday, May 15th.